I can't take it anymore. My mind's about to go to war. I need someone to save me from myself, to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano. Another day to lose control.
All right, good morning. Okay. Yeah, good morning. I am super late, super late. I'm hoping you can hear this because I don't have time to check all this shit. But I have zero motivation today, definitely under caffeinated, and I am going to try and read the news, misread it. So come along, watch me misread it, and we can be miserable together at how miserable and sad the freaking world is. Okay, let's go. Let's start. First news: Palestinian who helped make Oscar-winning No Other Land killed in West Bank. Oh, the person who was at the Oscars, the main guy. Proof again, cameras don't protect activists, only embarrass their killers later. That is quite a news to start with, dude. Swear to God. I don't know if I should even read it, but Israel said that Levi, whom Trump removed from U.S. sanction list, arrested after death of Auda Hathalin. Auda Hathalin, a Palestinian activist and journalist who helped make the Oscar-winning documentary No Other Land, has been killed during an attack by Israeli settlers in the South Hebron Hills. The attack on Monday was captured on video, which appears to show an Israeli settler, Levi, who was put under sanctions by the U.S. Department Joe Biden, then removed from the sanctions list by Donald Trump, firing his gun wildly at the time of the killing. He was arrested later by Israeli police for questioning, though no charges have been filed against him. What? The killing. Mrs. Torres, thank you for watching. The killing comes amid an increasing wave of settler and Israeli military violence against Palestinians in the occupied West Bank. At least 1,009 Palestinians have been killed and more than 7,000 injured in the West Bank since October 2023. It's sad news, dude. Sad news. Okay, moving on. And nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing much is going to change, I feel like. Because since inception of that nation, they've just been, that's the whole problem. They've been allowed to just run amok. Anyway, Lumumba everlasting. Belgium marks Congo's slain leader's 100th birthday with exhibition and possible trial. Who are they putting in trial? The people who did that to him, I think they were like Belgium officials, or like Belgium, it was like related to the Belgium colonial powers, right? Or is this after the colonial power? I don't know. But they're all long gone, or maybe they're like posthumously put a charge on them or something. Okay. The number of family caregivers is surging. A new report from AARP and the National Alliance for Caregiving shows that more than 63 million Americans are serving as family caregivers, and they're managing financial risks, poor health, and isolation. Let's get into this. That's a culture shift, because that didn't happen much before in America. I feel like I might be wrong. I feel like because of the nuclear family, everyone just moved out, right? A growing number of Americans, more than 63 million, or nearly 1 in 4, have served as a family caregiver for a loved one in the past year. The figure is a jump of 20 million Americans compared to a decade ago. Just a decade ago. According to findings released Thursday by AARP and the National Alliance for Caregiving, The surge is due to a confluence of factors, including Americans living longer, but in some instances in poorer health. That has required more people to engage in the work of family caregiving. There is also a growing recognition of who is a family caregiver or a person providing care to an adult or child with a complex medical condition or disability, often without pay. The report finds that these caregivers are managing financial risks, their own poor health, and isolation. As in a previous iteration of the survey, roughly 60% of the family caregivers are women, LGBTQ plus caregivers, and those who felt they had no choice in becoming caregivers are significantly more likely to report feeling alone. But I've seen a trend among like gay people, especially if you're like the only gay kid, or if you're the gay kid, like among like let's say there's 3 or 4 kids, because everyone else has their own families and kids to take care of, and their life is going on, and the LGBTQ person ends up being the one taking care of it. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just how the trend that I noticed, not based on a survey, just in my personal life. Sheriff's office launches probe into reports naked women were seen on officials TV at Oklahoma Board of Education meeting. The images were reportedly seen on a television in the office of Oklahoma Superintendent Ryan Walters, who denies any wrongdoing. Sheriff's office in Oklahoma is investigating an incident during a state board of education meeting last week that reportedly involved images of naked women on the state school superintendent office television. So wait, how did they see it? So it was like a meeting. He was like in a virtual meeting, and he just had naked women like porn on the screen. That's where it is. The images were seen during the board's executive session held in Superintendent Ryan Walters' office. The Oklahoman newspaper of Oklahoma City reported, citing members of Ryan Deatherage, and Deatherage is his last name is Deatherage, and Becky Carson, who attended the meeting. Oh, so in the meeting, he just had it open in the meeting. Okay, I see why. Man faces federal charges for child crimes after $1 bail release. $1? Bro. $1 is all it takes. Brent Trimble, a 44-year-old resident of Delaware County, was arrested Sunday evening and appeared in court today, July 28th, on charges of sexual exploitation of a child following his previous release on $1 bail for related offenses. The arrest was announced by acting United States Attorney John A. Sarconi III and Craig L. Tramaroli. Where is this? Delaware County. A lot of Italians there? Special agent in charge of the Albany field office of the FBI. According to the complaint, Trimble reportedly exchanged sexual messages with a female child victim, persuading her to create. I'd love to join a stream somehow and Discord. I'll do that. Topius. Hold on. Freaking paywall. Yeah, keep exposing my emails, stupid fucking Google. I need to start using something else. Trimble had previously been charged by state authorities with related sex offenses, but was released on a $1 bail if convicted of the federal charge of sexual exploitation of child. Trimble faces maximum of 30 years in prison with a mandatory minimum of 15. There's always problems in the system, bro. Alright, let me just get this. Okay, I'm not gonna add any more people on Discord. My Discord handle is just like the everything else. Now just add that, please. Alleged Hollywood con queen loses fight against extradition from UK to US. Oh, who is that? Hargo bint Sahila Ramani is wanted in California and allegedly defrauded around 300 people out of a total of approximately $1 million. What is he, Iranian? An Indonesian national dubbed the Hollywood con queen by the media for allegedly impersonating top female. Wait, I'm so confused. Who's this guy? If it's a woman. Oh, sex change? Did he transition? What's happening? An Indonesian national dubbed the Hollywood con queen by the media for allegedly impersonating top female movie industry executive in a 7-year fraud on Tuesday lost his bid to block his extradition from Britain to stand trial in the US. So it is this guy. But how did he impersonate female movie industry executive? Is wanted in California on charges of wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and aggravated identity theft for allegedly defrauding around 300 people out of a total of approximately $1 million between 2013 and 2020. The 45-year-old is accused of tricking people into traveling to Indonesia and paying exorbitant fees for non-existent film work before he was arrested in a hotel in Manchester, England in November 2020. Tyler Romani's extradition was approved by a judge and then British ministers in 2023, but he challenged the decision to send him to the US to stand trial, arguing prison conditions would breach his human rights due to his mental health. His lawyer, Edward Fitzgerald, told London's High Court in April that Tyler Romani, who has applied for asylum in Britain, was also at risk of being attacked in prison as a gay man. But Tyler's appeal was dismissed by court. Well, that's what he get, bro. Stealing from people. Stephen Harper says he advised Mark Carney's government to move away from the US. Who is Stephen Harper? Former Prime Minister calls trade war a wake-up call, adding Canada needs to diversify trade. Who is he? He's former PM of Ottawa. Okay, so he's like a PM from Canada. Okay. Speaking before a room full of policymakers from Midwestern Canada and the United States, former Prime Minister Stephen Harper said the ongoing trade war with the U.S. is a wake-up call for Canada to diversify its trade and export markets. I think it's fair to say, probably the most pro-American Prime Minister in Canadian history. Harper said of his tenure from 2006 to 2015, if the current government asked him a year ago for advice on U.S. President Donald Trump being re-elected and wanted to renegotiate trade, he said he would have thought it was a real opportunity for Canada to deepen its economic and security partnership with the United States. However, when this government did actually ask me a few weeks ago, my advice was the opposite. He told the Midwestern Legislative Conference, and an annual nonpartisan event being held in Saskatoon. Bro, Canada has some well, actually, no, I don't know. America has some of these names, the Native American names. This year, under the shadow of the ongoing U.S.-Canada trade war. Harper called the trade war unfortunate, but said Canada has become grossly overly reliant on the U.S. independent of the current disputes, and there is no reason for that. Just because we have the geographical proximity does not justify the degree of dependence that we have on a single market. Countries keep saying this. They're going to like stay away from a certain from like America and all this. I don't believe it's gonna happen. I don't know. Palestinian death toll from Israeli military offensive in Gaza surpasses 60,000. Rest in peace, man. Only God can help you now, because no one else is trying to. I mean, there's some people trying to, but India's AI-driven tech firings could derail middle-class dreams. About the whole thing about like, what is it? Let's say India's showpiece software industries are facing a moment of reckoning. The country's biggest private sector employer, Tata Consultancy Services, also its largest IT services company, has announced it will cut more than 12,000 jobs at middle and senior management levels. This will reduce the firm's workforce by 2%. The Mumbai-headquartered software behemoth employs over 500,000 IT workers and is considered a bellwether for business sentiment across India's 283 billion software industry. It forms the backbone of formal white-collar employment in the country. The decision, TCS says, was taken to make the company future-ready as it invests in new areas and deploys artificial intelligence at scale amid seismic disruptions in its traditional business model. There you go. Companies like TCS have for decades relied on cheap, skilled labor to produce software for global clients at lower costs, but this has been appended by AI automating tasks and clients demanding more innovative solutions rather than just cost savings on manpower. A number of reskilling and redeployment initiatives have been underway, TCS said in a statement, adding it will be releasing associates from the organizations whose deployment may not be feasible. It's affecting, it's happening everywhere. People say it's just white collar, but I saw like videos of like blue collar workers saying that, hey, I didn't know what was going on. I said it just, I asked ChatGPT, I asked some other AI model, and then they said they told them exactly what to do within like seconds. Birthday Zero. This my Discord username is exactly the same as my handles here. So just use that please on Kick, Twitch, YouTube. So it's the same one, just add me, I'll accept it. Hall of Fame second baseman Ryan Sandberg has died after battling cancer. Rest in peace. I have no idea what a second baseman is. Google engineer dies in Yosemite after being struck by a fallen tree branch. Oh, I mean, unfortunate, sad, but also Yosemite. What a place to be your final place on Earth, right? On the afternoon of July 19, a 29-year-old Google software engineer named Angela Lynn was doing one of the things she loved most, hiking Yosemite National Park with her boyfriend and two friends. Lynn had been admiring giant sequoias along the paved trail through Tuolumne Grove, about a mile from the parking lot, when there was a loud cracking sound from above. 2 to 3 seconds later, branches fell out of the sky. Lynn's boyfriend David, who had told SF Gate, one big branch struck Angela, and then there were a bunch of smaller ones directly behind me. Hua had closed his eyes as the branches came down, and when he reopened them, he saw Lynn on the ground face up, with blood pooling around her head. Hua called 911 and performed CPR until the park ranger arrived and took over, he said, and as soon as the ambulance showed up, but Lynn was never placed inside. He said emergency personnel later told him that the fallen branch likely killed his girlfriend instantly. Sad again, but also good. Also, like, if it's instantly, hopefully she didn't go through a lot of pain. Rest in peace. Baker Hughes nearly $13.6 billion deal to buy Chart, edging out closer, FT reports. Former Ohio police officer who fatally shot Andre Hill gets 15 years in prison for murder. What happened? What is this? A former Ohio police officer convicted in the shooting death of Andre Hill, a black man who was holding a cell phone case when he was killed, was given a mandatory sentence of 15 years to life on Monday. Former Columbus police officer Adam Coy shot Hill 4 times in a garage in December 2020 as the country reckoned with a series of police killings of black men, women, and children. He told jurors that he feared for his life because he thought Hill was holding a silver revolver. I knew at that point I made a mistake. Coy told jurors in October 2024, I was horrified. It was the worst night of my life. He was found guilty of murder in November. On Monday, Coy, who is undergoing cancer treatment for Hodgkin lymphoma, told the court that he plans to appeal the verdict. He's going through. I mean, rest in peace to the guy who killed. But also, like, it's such a shitty job, bro. Like, I'm telling you, because if he genuinely, I mean, I know there are like bad cops and like racist cops for sure. I've dealt with some too, but it's like, if he was genuinely, he mistook it for a gun. As a cop, what do you do, right? And it's especially like I'm sure as a cop, you've been in like really bad situations. So he took it, and then he's dealing with cancer now, and it's just a bad situation overall. And rest in peace to the person, though. Active shooter in Midtown Manhattan building. Oh, I remember this. What happened with this? I read this yesterday. Let's see. A large-scale police response took place Monday evening at 345 Park Avenue in Midtown Manhattan following a deadly shooting by a gunman armed with an assault rifle. A large-scale police response took place Monday evening at 345 Park Avenue in Midtown Manhattan following a deadly shooting by a gunman armed with an assault rifle. The 44-story skyscraper houses numerous prominent offices and businesses, including Bank of America, JP Morgan, Blackstone, the National Football League, NFL, and various medical practices. According to law enforcement sources, a man wearing a bulletproof vest calmly approached the building around 6:30 p.m. and opened fire with a high-powered rifle. How did he get the high-powered rifle into the building? Did he hide it like in pieces? Is it one of those like what do you see like in the movies? Like, you can attach it, it's detachable, so they put it like small little pieces around. But even then, if you're going to metal detector, well, actually, you don't know. You'd have a metal detector in these places. No, I'm sure they would have it now. According to law enforcement sources, the man wearing a bulletproof vest calmly approached the building around 6:30 p.m. and opened fire with a high-powered rifle. Chilling surveillance footage showed the suspect walking across the entry plaza with the weapon at his side before the shooting began. A police officer from the NYPD's 47th precinct, who was working a paid security detail in Rudin's properties, the building's owner, was shot and killed at the scene. 3 more were also struck by gunfire. Authorities initiated a level 3 mobilization. The NYPD posted the following advisory on X: due to police activity, please avoid the vicinity of East 52nd Street between Park Avenue and Lexington Avenue. Expect emergency vehicles and delays in the surrounding area. Witnesses described hearing a barrage of shots with one person on the first floor saying it sounded like an automatic weapon, like a high-capacity weapon. The gunman reportedly barricaded himself on the 33rd floor, where he was later found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Other victims were located on the same floor, sources said. According to USA Today, the alleged gunman was identified as 27-year-old Shane Tamura of Nevada. Police said the motive for the shooting remains under investigation. Investigators are working to understand why the police targeted the commercial building. Suspects targeted the commercial building. To me, it seems like some Mangione's type stuff. If he was at, like, because look at all the corporations that were in there. They're banking related. Bank of America, J.P. Morgan, Blackstone. There are a lot of things about Blackstone out there allegedly. I'm not saying that's true, but allegedly. Oh, and also like NFL. I read somewhere that he was like a football player, but he was not selected or drafted into NFL. So maybe it's that. Rest in peace to the people. Bomb threat on Frontier. What is going on, bro? Bomb threat on Frontier flight at DIA under investigation by FBI. What is going on in the world? Federal officials are investigating after a Monday morning bomb threat evacuated a Frontier Airlines flight that landed at Denver International Airport, though no devices were found, police said. Frontier crew members on Monday discovered 2 threatening notes on board a flight headed from Seattle Tacoma International Airport to Denver. Airline spokesperson Rob Harris said in an emailed statement to the Denver Post. It's unknown what the notes said or how they were discovered. I don't know if this was... Stop exposing my emails! Bro, go away. I don't know if like we're reading the news too. I mean, we're getting inundated with a lot of news that we feel like there's bad things happening all the time. And before that wasn't the case because there's no social media. Or I don't know if now it's different just because, I don't know. I lost my train of thought, but I don't know if we are being inundated with news. My point is like with social media, so we get like a lot of the news, every little news on all these separate social media platforms. Well, I don't know if there's actually more things happening. Maybe in the past these many things didn't happen, or maybe in the past these many things did happen, we just didn't find out. But it just feels like we're living in a simulation. Like things, I don't want to be negative, like, but it just seems like shit's hitting the fan, really. Ghislaine Maxwell asked Supreme Court to toss sex trafficking conviction, citing Epstein plea deal. So she wants a plea deal. Okay. Manhunt for suspect in the killing of a couple hiking with their daughters in Arkansas State. Oh, I read this yesterday. Yeah. Judge blocks Trump administration efforts to defund Planned Parenthood. Oh, really? What's something in my eye? Used to allow federal workers to promote religion in workplace. What? Oh, it could be just certain religion. Trump administration emphasizes religious freedoms. Okay, Washington. Federal employees may discuss and promote their religious beliefs in the workplace, the Trump administration said on Monday, citing religious freedoms protected by the U.S. Constitution. Agency employees may seek to persuade others of the correctness of their own religious beliefs in the office, wrote Scott Cooper, director of the... So someone can come and be like, bro, you're not being a good Christian, good Muslim, good Jew, whatever. The U.S. government's human resources said. That's all agency said. That's it? That's interesting. Oh, Reuters, you make so much money, bro. $1 a week, bro. And they still want more money. Shooting on Reno casino leaves 2 people dead and multiple injured, health officials said. I'm not getting out, bro. I'm not getting out, going to any crowded places. I'm just not doing that. Unless I get out of America. Okay, if I go like abroad to like some random place like that's safe, then like I'll get out. Otherwise, I'm not getting out. I bet even then, like I'd feel anxious just because of all this news I'm reading, and I'm reading this every day, every morning. A gunman opened fire early Monday morning at a resort and casino in Reno, leaving 3 people dead and several injured as guests were startled by a spray of gunfire that could be heard from their rooms, according to police. So he just walked into a casino, or where was he? If there's only 3 people dead, maybe he's maybe he's not good at it, or maybe, I mean, like, he got, or maybe there were not many people. The gunman's motive is still unknown, of course, and there is no known connection between the suspect and the victims, said Sparks Police Chief Chris Crawford, whose department is leading the investigation. I think it's also mental health issues. I mean, it's a lot of things. I think it's a lot of things. Police say 3 killed, 10 injured in the Turks and Caicos Islands' first mass shooting. Oh, I remember reading that. Thailand media. In Musk held 16.5 samples due to supply. I remember reading that. Trump asked to swift deposition of. Oh, really? Oh, they're calling Murdoch in. Dude, Murdoch is very well connected. For them to call him in, that means something else. Bro, what is this? Brother, what is going on? Like, it's. How old is he? How old is Murdoch? Murdoch age 94. Okay, brother. Listen, I take it back. Donald Trump on Monday asked the U.S. court to order a swift deposition for billionaire Rupert Murdoch in the U.S. president's defamation lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal over its July 17 article asserting Trump's name was on a 2003 birthday greeting for the late financier and sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The Republican president on July 18 sued the very next day the Journal, its owners, including Murdoch, and the reporters who wrote the story, which said Trump's letter included a sexually suggestive drawing and a reference to secrets they shared. Yeah, listen, man, I don't want to end up in a gulag, but I'm just reading the news. Heat maps show half the US under advisories. Bro, East Coast was crazy last few days. It was also, I think it was like in the 90s at one point. Team accused by EU regulators of failing to prevent sale of illegal products. What are the illegal products? And how low Danube waters bring huge mayfly swarms into Budapest. Isn't Danube American? Like the Danube family? I think they're like, yeah, I think they're based in there. Is Danube Americano? Is a river. No, the Danube is not. No, the Danube company, bro. Oh, they're talking about Danube properties there. Is it in Dubai? What the hell is Dubai? I mean, well, I know what Dubai is. Why did I say that? But I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, wait, I was reading it. Wait. Is this all the news today? For today? Police said 3 takes on K. I think I read that. That's a shooting. Feds charged SoCal medical workers with interfering in ICE raid. Okay, Russia's Aeroflot cancels flight after program. Oh, I remember reading that. Okay, that's all the news for today. That was a quick little recap. That's all I'm doing. Okay. All right, let's play some Wordle. Let's play some crossword. Some quiz and get the hell out of here. Bro, what is this? This is the archive. I don't want the archive. I want the Wordle stuff. Okay. Same strategy as always. Let's go. Audio. There's an A. There's an O. What has an O? But I also want. Areola. Oh, that's. Arrows. Oh, so there's no E. Okay. What does arrows mean? I know it's an Aerosmith. But arrow is short for aeronautical. Yeah, that's what I thought. What is this? Arrows generally mean air atmosphere. Yeah, like aerodynamic. Okay. Okay, I tried different positions. I think it would probably start with O. What has O, A, and Breeze? Hello, my friend. I know the growing tick challenge can be difficult. I can help you get, bro. Just stop. When am I gonna get real viewers and chatters, bro? Someday, I guess. Some freaking day. On a D omit is not omit or Leona. No, that's a girl's name. I don't know why I thought it would work. I'm stupid sometimes. It's no R. I feel like it's O. Maybe it's Vogo. Oh, the Q. That's not a word. This was the word before, so it's not gonna work, but oh, A's not here either. I told ya, told ya, told ya. So E is here. So it's O. Sorry. Why won't this work? Oh, O blank. Okay. X E X X. Oh, ordeal? No, it doesn't work. Au pair? How do you know au pair is not? O blank E blank blank. Oh my god, some of these Wordle. I only have 2 more chances. I gotta be careful. O blank E blank blank. O blank E blank blank. Blank 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 blank. O blank E. What is O blank E blank blank? And there's an A somewhere in there. Order. I can't only say owner. No. Ordeal. O. Oaks. O V. O T. O. Of. O gear. O here. O G. O lear. O there. Ozar? No. Osier. Ovier. Obier. Onier. Omi. What is this word? Omit. Onit. Ogit. Ogi. O. O J E O D E. O P. What is O blank? E blank blank. O. I'm just gonna waste this because I'm getting tired of this shit. O blank blank. O he. O G. O Lee. There's no other word. So A is not in these places either. A is last. So it's O X E X A. What is that? Ovita, Otia, Oia, Opia, Ofita. O blank E blank A. Ohia, Ogia, Ozia, okay. Oh my god, if this is some word that I know. I don't know, dude. What is this word? My brain's not working today. What? O T O Q O F. I'm just gonna give it up. Let's see what it is. Omega. Ah! I hate when the word fuck off. Escola, 20 winning portrait of Mary Todd, Lincoln and O'Mary. Escola sounds Italian, so like Tony Escola. Tear to pieces of documents of cheese. Shred. Shred. Shred, baby. Shred. Gentle prod. Nudge. Nudge, yeah. Sassy. Sassy. What is S down? Ladder's counterpart. Ladder's counterpart. Snake? Snake and ladder? What? No, that's this. What's 5 down? Dash out of it. Snake and wake up. Snap out of it. Okay. Ladder's counterpart is... I don't know. What's ladder's counterpart? Ladder. Something taken by a server. server. The real deal. Blank EG blank blank. Okay, that is good. Okay. The garden in the Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden. I got that. What is this? Enjoy the home meal. If this is going to be one of those like two words together and shit. Lattice counterpart. Something taken by server. Sassy. By a server command. Servers take command, like the data. It's RD blank RD. Oh, server as in like, oh, like an order, like at the restaurant. The hell is this? Ye enjoy to me. Escola. Oh, name. Ole, mole, wole, role, tole. These to, elo, deal. Whole, no, it won't be. Joel, Cole, Cole, Escola? And what is this? Lattice counterpart. Oh, oh, like a. How? What is enjoy the home cooked meal? A teen. What does that mean? Attain. Thank you for the follow, Maze Designer. Good, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, brother. Listen, I am not looking to upgrade anything. Thank you for the follow, though. I appreciate it. Attain. I'm from the East Coast. Attain. Attain. That's a new word. It's probably like French or Latin something. Bro. 8 in again. 2 words, dude. Not 1 word. Stop doing this bullshit. $20 followers and 3, brother. Just stop. I don't think that's true. I think it's a scam, really. Alright, let me play some guess or quiz. What the hell is this? Books? Oh, history. Is it books? What is this? Pinpoint location as close to possible. This is Washington DC. DC, baby, DC. That's the United States. Bro, where in Pennsylvania? There you go. DC. Where is the walk? I forgot. Smithsonian Lincoln Memorial. I'm gonna put it right in the center, right there. What? I know, I figured it in your username says designer. I'm not looking to upgrade anything right now. Good. Which US president was a cheerleader during his last year at Phillips Academy? Someone went to Andover? Bro, I think it's Bush. It could be Bush. Oh, maybe Bill Clinton. Bush. Wait, why did I get... I didn't know he went to Andover, bro. Phillips is in Andover, right? Which presidential candidate was the leading role in the environmental documentary and convenience role? What? Al Gore. Why am I not getting full? Pretty good. Let's see what we got next. I'm pretty good at this. Entertainment, as long as it's not music. I'm not really into music. Movies I'll do. In which city did Otis Redding die in a plane crash in 1960? I think it was Indianapolis. I don't know, in which city, bro? Up. Why can't it pin? Oh my god, pin. This is stupid, dude. Fucking stupid fucking piece of shit. It's not my fault. Oh. Wait, what is it? If it, I swear it's in Madison. Oh, I don't know. Which song among us is inspired by police brutality? I heard it too. And no mountain high enough. What is it? What's going on? Which band promoted Mrs. Robinson? Was it in the Beatles? Simon and Garfunkel, really? Okay, I don't know anything about music. I told you right away. Don't tell me the things. Soccer, which I don't know anything about. Andre Agassi is from, oh my god, he's from Spain or Portugal. Spanish. I want to say Spain. What? Agassi is from United States? He's Swiss or American. He was born in Vegas, dude. How the fuck did I not know this? Born in Vegas, Armenian descent. From Samaz, Iran. Oh, he does look. Oh, he's got that look. Okay, fair. Was the second male tennis to achieve what? That's fine. Totally guess that niggas achieve a higher ranking in singles or doubles. I want to say singles. Just so, because he's a. What else we got? Let's go. Soccer. Now that again, which country was football first played in? Don't tell me. Football. Was it Germany? Or was it UK? United Kingdom. I was right, dumbass. It's the oldest existing professional. I think it's Notts County. Yeah. Which two countries played in the first international game? Can be Wales, but it's not a country on its own. Which city was Adele from? London, brother. London. Which of the following Adele songs won the Academy for Best Praise? Skyfall, I think won. Yeah. I'm pretty good. What is the title of this debut album? Adele? Oh, really? 19? Really? Oh. Let's go. What's next? Politics. Is it politics? What is this? Which of these countries was not a part of the Axis powers during World War II? The Axis powers, Italy, South Korea. Which was Stalin and Lenin the leader of Soviet Union in World War II? I think it was World War II? I want to say Stalin. Yeah. Lenin was just like, out there giving speeches. In which state is Pearl Harbor located in, which was attacked by Japan? Hawaii. Let's go. What's next? Okay, let's go. What is it? Where's the book Ulysses left? O'Neill. Okay, this could very well be the Ireland. The Ireland. Ulster. Bro, this is Ireland. I'm just going to go Ireland. What the hell? Oh, there you go. Doubly, I should just done. Who wrote Ulysses? Emily Dixon. Joyce seems like a Irish name. Okay. What is the name of the main character in Ulysses? Holden. Oh, Leopold? Bro. Next question. What is it? Books. Alright, I'm pretty good. Which country is heavily associated with saffron, producing 90% of the world's saffron? I want to say Iran, because they use saffron heavily in their food and everything. Yeah. What is the main ingredient in the baba ganoush? It's eggplant. I got this. I'm cultured, baby. I'm cultured. Main ingredient in guacamole is avocado. Yes. So let's go. What is next? What do we have next? Geography. What's in geography? Let's say go. Which landmark are you at? Bro, what? This is in the middle of nowhere. How am I supposed to? This is like Europe for sure. But if I can see, they blurred out the. Why did they blur out the sign? Obstacle in wedge deck. Oh, it's Germany. Or it's at least it's German. So I think they speak some kind of German, like Belgian. Belgium too. Groot onder hoed. 11 molens aan de Nederwoord on overwoord. Stitching wel waar del voor kinder did. Okay, I think it's Netherlands now because I just saw Netherwoord or whatever. Germany. If I don't find Netherlands, what's Netherlands? Oh, there you go, Netherlands. I was right there. Rotterdam. I was good. That was good. What are the windmills that Kinderjig used for? Defense areas, sharing retreat, housing people, water management. Hey, I was right. The 5 biggest windmills in Schiedam played a big role in production of what alcohol? Is vodka from Russia? Rum, whiskey is from like Scotland and Ireland, right? Rum is Geneva. I'm gonna say. Don't even drink, and I'm good at it, bro. What's up? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Entertainment. Entertainment. Let's go. In which country does Schindler's List from 1993 take place? Russia, right? Soviet Union. Or Poland. Yeah. But what movie is this a synopsis for? Greed and class discrimination threaten the newly formed symbiotic relation between the wealthy Park family and the destitute Kim clan. It's a Parasite. Let's go. Wait, what movie is this a synopsis for? An undercover cop and a mole in the police attempt to identify each other while infiltrating an Irish gang South Boston. It's a Departed. South Boston, pretty good. That's a pretty good movie, by the way. Science. We got science here. In which US state did the Wright brothers make their first powered flight in 1913? Ohio. I think it's Akron, Ohio. What is this? What is this? What is this place? Utah. This is Utah? I thought Utah way up there, right? Brother, way. It's North Carolina! I knew that. In which decade was the telephone invented? I want to say it's the decade of 1870s. In which decade was the telephone invented? I just said it. I'm pretty good at this. I have to. Alright, one more section, and it's soccer. Okay. What's his Latin from? Latin is from like Serbia, Slovenia, somewhere like. You could be from here too. No, he's not, right? Oh, he is from Copenhagen. Wow. Latin Brahmovich left PCH to join which team? LA Galaxy, I think. No? Oh, this is before, way back. Then there's the acting debut in what movie? Goal for Fast and Furious. Maybe go Fast and Furious. What is it? Asterisk no obliques? Really? And I'm done. Listen, guys. Thank you for watching. If everyone was watching, I've read the news, played some Wordle, crossword, some geoguesser. It's what it is. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Peace. Just gonna wait till the